Hello there, everybody. I'm going to grab my ingredients so that we can make this and we're going to get started. We'll give everybody a second to hop on. As usual, if you're watching this live, please comment seeing live. We did a exclusive training for our clients last night, making 3 different cocktails. You're going to get just one of them today. So I'm getting out my ice. I'm getting everything prepped for us to throw this all together. Things that I have here is our light cream. You can use heavy cream. You can use regular milk. I've got our coffee. I've got our peppermint, and I've got our vanilla too. Got my measuring spoons. So this is something that you could be making Christmas morning. This is something that you could be having with dessert. It is a little bit hot and heavier side, so it definitely would be a good dessert drink to kind of have. I just need one more. There we go. I'm also going to get out my little cup here too. So how we get started with this. Hey, Ash, thanks for joining. So I have everything here. I'm using coffee. I'm using that already done stuff from Starbucks. I have my cream. We have our vanilla extract. We have our peppermint extract. Rather than shaking it, because I made a huge mess last night, I'm going to be using our milk frother to get it nice and frothy and to also mix in those flavors too. So what you're going to do is you're going to start with the iced coffee. You're going to do about 2 ounces or so or more. I'm going to do a heavy pour of it. It looks like it would be like a cup or so, but it's a little bit less. So I have my iced coffee in here. I'm just going to let it sit in here with the ice and get nice and cold. And then what I'm going to do is take our cream. So the recipe calls for 2 ounces of the cream. That is going to be about 1/4 of a cup. So I'm going to pour to there. And this is perfect too. If the kids want it, you could do a decaf version so they could have the taste. Yes, exactly. This is going to be perfect for Christmas morning. You got a really good combination with the peppermint. You can always do more peppermint or less peppermint. You've got the vanilla there as well. This is basically like an iced coffee. So if you really like peppermint mochas, you could also add a drizzle of chocolate into the coffee part as well. You could do this with hot cocoa too. So I have 1/4 of a teaspoon of the Madagascar vanilla in here. Then I'm going to increase the peppermint because you couldn't really taste the peppermint last night when I made it. I'm going to do another 1/4 of a teaspoon of the peppermint. So just a little bit more. Like I said, you can always add more of that stuff to increase that flavor. Oh man, you can smell it. And then what we're going to do is take the little milk frother. You could put it in a cocktail shaker, whatever it is, and you see that it spins. So what I'm going to be doing is just mixing it all up. I want to froth it. Kind of like you're making whipped cream on top, but this is going to be a nice float on top of the coffee. And it's going to look like it's expanding too. I always use this to mix in like my collagen powder or protein powder if I'm using it into something because it ends up whipping it really well rather than trying to shake it. It's also going to be a lot less work than trying to shake it in a shaker as well, but you could definitely do that. If you have heavy cream, I would start with about 1 ounce of heavy cream and then shake it in the shaker, no ice in it or anything, and that'll help start to make it into whipped cream. So you can do it that way. If you have the milk frother, use the milk frother. So I'm in here. I'm just going to keep frothing it up a little bit. You can smell the peppermint. I did the full 2 ounces. I used the light cream, like I said. 1 ounce is actually 2 tablespoons, so this technically has about 4 tablespoons in here. So just by doing the lighter cream, you are cutting down on the calories a little bit. If you're using heavy cream, it's going to be about 250 calories. If you're using the light cream, it's going to be about 150 calories or so. Well, that's up to you as far as taste-wise. Still doing it. All right. I think that's good. So then what we're going to do, it's just going to be a float right on top of the iced coffee. Just going to pour it right in. It looks so cool. And then I used obviously a bigger glass because I wanted a little bit more coffee and a little bit more of the cream. And then what I have here is a mini peppermint sticks. So if you have a full one, I do have an extra full one, but I don't need a full candy cane inside. You could put the candy cane in there. You could smash this up. I'm going to use one of the mini ones and put that on top too. But the frother, man, that came to me last night of like, I should be using this. And it worked out so well. Got our little candy canes in there, and it looks so cute. It's got the little separation. If you wanted to stir it, you definitely could. And it tastes sweet. It tastes like peppermint. I like the little bit of a zing. It's not super strong. One thing that you can do also is make a simple syrup if you want it to be a little bit sweeter. I didn't put any simple syrup in here at all. So this is just the iced coffee. It's the whipped cream. It's the peppermint extract and the vanilla. And it tastes really, really good. This is kind of like an iced latte, actually. Like I said, you can always do more than peppermint. I only had peppermint flavor. I did not have peppermint extract. So if you have peppermint extract, it's probably going to be a little bit heavier as far as taste wise too. But this is really very good. I like this. If you wanted to add alcohol, you could. I would use the Kahlua instead of the coffee at the bottom, or you could do 2 ounces of coffee and just a shot of Kahlua or Bailey's, and then still do the whipped cream on top. So I hope you guys enjoy. This is an easy cocktail. It's going to be coming out in the Friday email as well. We'll have the recipe in there for you too. If you are a one-on-one client, go and check the recipe folder. This recipe is inside of there, and you can use it for the holidays. See ya.